Sorry guys, my mom just asked me if my clothes are ready for what's happening tomorrow. Yeah. So again, I'm going to be having to edit this video, which I don't think y'all know, but I hate to edit videos. Point blank, period. I hate to edit videos. As Whitebird then says, woo! I've never dealt with a meteor before, but I would like to see how I could destroy it. As we can see Marco, a sweat just falls from his, whatever it's called. As we can see Jozu, as he says, even if it's a meteor, I can defend myself, but I don't know about everyone else. As we can just skip the chit-chat, as Fujitora then has, like, a devilish smile, and Kizaru just flies up there at blitzing light speed. No, Kizaru straight up flies up there at light speed itself. As he just slices the admiral. He just slices the thing in half. As he just slices it into pieces. And he says, I should probably make the Marines feel this. As he then flies in the air, flies back down, and he then says, light deflection. He then puts his hand out as it's just completely deflected. As it then goes falling on the Marines. Akainu then blasts them up, but it really affects them, but it kind of causes more damage too, because it's kind of like it's kind of like magma is just falling from the sky. So yeah. Everybody jumps away. As Kizaru is now blocking the sun. As his entire body's emanating, it looks like it's another sun. As Kizaru then says, bear witness to the second man to ever do this. I'm gonna slice Marineford in half. As he then says, no. Giant, whatever his light blade is named, he just says, no, he says, giant lightsaber. As he then slams it right into the middle of Marineford, as Marineford then starts to break apart, as it's completely split in two. As everyone is just shocked by this. Akainu then goes, as he says, you're gonna die, pirate! As, he then gets kicked right in the face by Kizaru, as he's sent flying. As Kizaru then has his blade in hand, and he has both of his feet lit up. As he then says, no, anyone wanna come at me? Forever now, or hold your peace. I mean, now or forever hold your peace. Whatever these kids say these days. As, Sengoku just says, Kizaru. As this is where I'm going to be ending off this riff. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share to all of your friends on your social media platforms. YouTube, we're out. Peace. Oh, what is up, YouTube gang? Today I'm going to be doing part 2 of What If Kizaru Was a Pirate. So without further ado, let's just hop right into this one. So see, as Kizaru and his crew have now fully recovered. As, oh no, that's not where I left off. As we then see, as Magellan then throws, hydras at Kizaru. As Kizaru easily dodges all of these, as he then sets light magnum, and he then fires a bunch of light at. No, he then creates a gun and fires a bunch of light over at. What's his name? Magellan. As Magellan gets hit with a couple of these light shots, and he then holds his arm. As he then says, I have to use the forbidden form. As he then says, Venom Demon. As a demon of venom then appears. Oh. This must be a new attack. It wasn't here the last time we fought. Nah, I'm still gonna kick his ass. As we then see as Kizaru then flies, and he kicks the demon right in the chest before Magellan could do anything, as the demon then explodes right in the chest area, but the venom then reforms around the demon. As Kizaru then says, it reformed? Well, that's weird. Seems like I'm not going to be able to one-shot this. As he then jumps in the air. No, he then creates his light sword. As he then blitzes, going at some pretty fast speeds, kids. Like, y'all probably don't know about it, but he's going at some pretty fast speeds. As he slices Magellan's, whatever it's called, into demon monster into pieces, and slices Magellan in his chest once. As Magellan falls, passing out on the ground. No, seems like I am going to one-shot it. As Kizaru then dissipates his sword, and he then flies off. As we then see, we're now at Marineford. And I know you're probably saying, like, whoa, that was pretty quick fight. I thought Magellan would be kind of strong. Like, Magellan, he's really strong, but Kizaru, an admiral, really? If it came onto a fight, who I'd rather have on my team, I would definitely rather have Magellan than Kizaru. Now, I know that y'all are saying, then why did you make Kizaru win? Because Kizaru's stronger? Duh. The only reason why I want to have Kizaru is because he's a little bit too lazy. But Magellan's definitely not Admiral level, so yeah. As we then see as wait, one second. Okay, we're back. We then see as the one and only. No, we didn't see. Whoa, why did I just say one and only? We didn't see as Whitebeard appears on Marineford. They do a couple of stuff. As he then grinds his teeth and he says, "The Kizaru! Why isn't he here?" As then light then rains from the sky. As Kizaru then says, "What was that about me, Pops?" As Whitebeard then grins and he says, I thought you weren't gonna show." As Kizaru then falls to the ground, he says, "I would never miss a concert like this." As then the rest of the light pirates, or the, that's what they're gonna be called. The, light pirates. They attack. As we then see Kizaru, as he points out he creates his blade and then he points in, right up at Sengoku, and then he says, "No, attack." And Dalmatian then jumps off, as we then see as his fist then turns into fire, and he then slams it into the ground as the ground then starts to crack. As Marco then looks down and he says, he made a more badass entrance than me. As people are saying, wait, not only do we have 2 Yonko caliber fighters, but we also have another First Division commander to worry about. Now, who's Marco fighting? Marco's actually going to be fighting... Oh, crap. Who is Marco going to be fighting? He can't be... Him and Jozu are both going to be fighting Okoji. As we didn't see as... Kizaru then blitzes off. But he's then met with a push of gravity. Because he was flying straight off to Ace, but he's then met with a push of gravity. As this gravity slammed into him, he gets back up and he's like, that one really hurt. And he then turns to see a man with his eyes closed, and his blade unsheathed. As he's about to slice off Kizaru's head, Kizaru then completely creates his light blade as he slams him and Fujitora then collide attacks, as this sends a shockwave cracking the ground. Fujitora, eh? This is gonna be a good fight, as his leg then looks like light completely, as he then shoots it off at Fujitora, as Fujitora easily dodges this. Well, not easily, but he easily dodges it, I guess. As he then says, gravity wave, as this then smashes right into Kizaru. As Kizaru is then smashed into a wall, and he says, gosh, dang, that one hurt even more than the last one. As he then gets up, his eyes then turn into light, as he then blitzes off right over at, what is his name? Fujitora. As he then nearly slashes Fujitora in half, with Fujitora easily but barely dodging. As Kizaru then jumps in the air and kicks Fujitora's head, making Fujitora's head slam into the ground. How you like that? As Fujitora then gets up, as he then shoots another gravity block or gravity wave at the one and only Kizaru, with Kizaru actually flying away in time, kicking Fujitora in his back, kicking then teleporting, like it looks like he's teleporting, as he like just kicks Fujitora a lot of places and blitzes over to those places and just kicks Fujitora, like it's continuous. As he then uses his light sword, and he then nearly chunks it through Fujitora's chest, as Fujitora nearly deflects it with his sword, as Fujitora falls back on the ground panting, as he's holding his arm as it's now broken. You were a fun yo-yo toy, but now we're done. As he then flies into the air, and then he then says, no, Yaminada, Yakanada, whatever he said, Kaneki Jews, as he then completely shoots lasers through Fujitora, as Fujitora, knowing, like, Fujitora cannot summon an entire meteor on Marineford now. We're gonna have Fujitora summon an entire meteor on Marineford. Now, why is he gonna do this? I don't know. He's not thinking right now. As dang, this is supposed to be a cool moment for Kizaru. As Kizaru then looks up in the air, and then he says, oh, that's a lot we have on our hands. Okay. I can easily deal with this. As he then creates a light blade. As Mihawk then starts to pull out his blade, and he then hockeys it up. And he says, oh, this one's gonna be a problem. As Akainu then grunts his teeth, and he says, what the hell? Akoji then says, oh, I can freeze that if